We're gonna go over hip flexor stretching. Hip flexor stretching is important, but I think a lot of people do it wrong by overextending through their lumbar and overextending their pelvis. It's important when we stretch our hip flexor that we get good positioning and a good relative relationship between our pelvis and our rib cage. So we're gonna get in this half kneeling position. I want my toe tucked in the ground here. I want this knee underneath my hip. I wanna have this knee right above the ankle and the foot in the front. Now, the first thing is we wanna make sure we get this pelvis underneath us. A lot of people are gonna start in an anterior tilted position like this. We want them to squeeze their butt and tuck their tailbone under them. That's gonna put the pelvis in a better position and drive the stretch in the front of the hip and not just have us hang over our anterior hip ligaments, okay? So get this pelvis underneath. Then up top, we wanna think about exhaling and bringing the ribs down. This position alone is already gonna start to drive a stretch into my hip here. I can feel the stretching through the anterior side, okay? Keep that tension going through the glute, keep your tension through the obliques, and we wanna bring our entire body forward. Okay, so you notice my whole body moves as a unit. I don't just push my hip forward like this. I'm gonna lean in and I have a nice straight line going from my head down to my knee. Keep this tension, and we're gonna just focus on big breaths. That exhale is gonna really drive the stretch here because every time we breathe out, it draws those ribs down and it's gonna increase the tension into the anterior hip.